Voxy, hi. Welcome.
Hey.
How are you today? Are you ready? Are you ready for the game?
I am so ready for whatever this is, though I do have a generalized idea.
Aha. Okay, so you've seen something from our friends. Well, as it were, since I carried you on my back, as I recall, all the way to Mythic in Standard, you owe me a little video adventure. Are you double Mythic yet, by the way?
I hit double Mythic last night, actually.
Ta-ta!
So I'm double Mythic for the first time ever.
Yep, editor's gonna put big wow fireworks. All right. Congratulations. That is amazing. You basically you must know everything there is to know about Magic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, give or take a few things here or there. Yeah, I know most things, yeah.
And what do you know about this salty game I've been playing? Because you said you might know something.
So I'll tell you what I do know.
Okay.
Quick question. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yes.
Okay, I heard about this named Rarin talking shit about me. People came into my chat. They were like, Rare was dogging you in CGB's last video. I was like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. They were like, they were rating salty cards or something, and Rarin dissed you. And that's what I know. So Snitch Chat told me that Rare was talking shit, and you guys are rating cards that upset people in Magic or something. That is what I know.
Yep. Okay.
I am here to hopefully, if it is possible to beat somebody in this game, I want to beat Rarin.
You want to beat Rarin. Okay, that's an interesting situation because he's currently the high score, and we know how he gets. We know how he gets when he's the high score. Yeah.
How many people have played this game?
Rarin and Simo have played this game.
Okay, all right. So between him and Simo, he's high. Okay, sure. Okay.
Yep, and he's flying high, so we gotta put him in his place. And you're the first Magic player, like Magic main, regular Magic player to play it. So you are also basically representing our entire community.
I was gonna say that's not good because if I mess this up, this is gonna be very embarrassing.
Indeed. Well,
format. Okay, I'm listening.
So what this is all about is trying to guess how salty Commander players find individual cards to be. You know edhrec?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have the salt score list. What we are going to be doing is I will be picking a number randomly from 1 to 100, and I will be pulling up that card on the list. All right.
Okay.
And then I'm going to show you the card. You are going to try to guess what rank the card has. The number from number 1 to number 100. So these are some of the saltiest cards there have been. And you're going to try to place it between 1 and 100 as to where you think the community ranked it for how much they hate it in Commander.
So they hate. Oh God. Do you know what my philosophy in like Commander and like cards and stuff is? I'm like, I don't give a shit. Play with you. Like nothing. Like if you shut down my entire game, I just won't play with you again, and then I immediately forget about that card. This is how little I know about salty cards. You showed me Grand Arbiter, and I was like, what's the big deal? just kill it.
Yes,
like in my mind, I'm like, just kill it. Like just get rid of it. Like I don't know if I'm a good I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this because I care very little about things being played against me.
Well,
okay, all right.
That's okay. All you have to do is put yourself in the mind of the casual Magic player and try to figure out what they would rank a card. And like I said, you're the first Magic main player to play this, so you know, no pressure or anything, but you have to do well.
Okay, so it's casual, not like CEDH, like I hate this combo that this card does, or like...
That is a good question, and there isn't a clear answer. The people who voted on this are just people on edhrec. I would say it leans to the casual, but I wouldn't say CDH plays no role. I've seen things. I've seen things while doing this game. Are you ready? The best way to start is a card. Oh, by the way, it's like golf scores. You want the low score because your score is determined by the difference between what you guessed and what the card's rank actually is. So you want to get as close to it as possible. and then we add up the difference of your guesses from the ranks, and you want the lowest score. That is your objective.
So if I guess a card is like 50, but it's like 85, I've lost like 35 points.
You get 35 points.
Oh, I get 35 points. Is it 1 through 100?
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
So goal is to have the lowest score at the end. And
you know what's crazy is I think I know what the number 1 is, so I'm curious if I see it.
You think you know it?
I honestly think that I would guess what the number 1 would be.
Interesting. Well,
I'm not going to say.
Well, we will see. So far, like, it's really fun to pull these up at random because I have no idea what cards you're going to see until I type them in.
Okay.
And
it's a random number generator. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what cards we're doing. You're going to look at 10 cards.
Okay.
So 10 total cards. And here comes card number 1.
Oh my God, it's old. Smokestack. 4 mana, it's an artifact. During your upkeep, you may put a suit counter on a smokestack.
What's the funny about that? You don't want a soot counter? You have never had a soot counter before?
No, there's so many counters these days. Back in my day, I'm kidding. This was way before my day. During each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a permanent for each soot counter on smokestack. Because I mean, for this is old as hell. So like, who is even really playing this or seeing this in their commander games? Like, it's.
I was there for
this in your deck?
I was there for smokestacksing. It's not that old. It's 1998. Okay.
98. I was 6.
Oh my God. Funny. Yeah. No, just no. Don't do that to me. Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Fuck. This is actually kind of hard. I feel like this is so old that like no one is like this. I mean, obviously it's salty because people put it on the list, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's probably really, would low be considered like 1 or 100? I was low or high. I was gonna say like.
So 100, it would be the least salty card that we could look at today,
like
and
lowest.
1 would be the saltiest card in the game. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that this is kind of like closer to the like 90, 100 area. I'm gonna guess like, you know what? I'll go with the year I was born. I'll go with 92.
92. Okay.
92.
So you could have been playing Smokestack at 6 years old. Impressive.
I could have been. Would I have upset my friends? I guess we're about to find out.
We're gonna find out. So you've never played against Smokestack?
I've never seen this card a day in my life.
Never seen this card before. Okay.
No.
Smokestack there was a time where Magic wasn't played for fun. It was just toxic, nasty gameplay of doing the worst things to each other, blowing up lands, not casting spells, having creatures that were cute. Get that shit out of here. We didn't do that, okay? We got out Smokestack and made people sacrifice all their permanents. It stayed a pretty popular legacy deck for a long time. And this one is probably, there are some cards on this list that I'd never heard of. This one's probably a little more known. And I have not played against it in Commander, but you can imagine how bad that is. I think it is in the mind's eye a little bit because Smokestack is number 43 on the ranking list.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, listen, I mean, we got to get the first one really wrong to, like, you know, get a, like, judge of character.
Yep.
Of where this stuff is, I guess. But in my mind, I'm like, it's just like 1,000, like sacrifice a token. I don't know. You don't have to do it. It's old. Who cares about it? But, I mean, I guess people do care about it. Okay.
Well,
42?
Yeah, 42. The card was commonly played with, like, board wipes and other stacks effects, so you end up sacking lands, and I think that's the thing that makes Smokestack very, very bad.
You say was, like in a like people did this a long time ago. How old is this list?
This list is 2024's list. I think the question...
Are people playing in 2024?
The question you want to be asking is how old are Magic players? Sorry, guys. Had to do it to you.
Okay.
Oh,
that was a practice run.
That was your practice run.
That was my practice run. That didn't count.
That does count, and we are keeping that. Correct. And I have. Oh my God! I can't believe you hit this card. I can't believe what your next card is.
What is it?
It's not Grand Arbiter.
Oh, dang it. Okay, what?
But it's a card you may have heard of.
Oh, Nadu.
It's Nadu. Yeah, Nadu.
It's Nadu, the bane of everybody's existence, myself included, because I mainly play limited. This card is incredibly fucked up, and see, this is where I shine. Okay,
yeah, because
I know this guy.
Okay, so you got
and
this.
I know how upset this make. This is there other than limited, because nothing gets banned in limited. There's not a format this thing is legal in, correct?
Oh, these are good questions. Let me see. Banned in Modern, banned in Commander, legal in Legacy, legal in Vintage, legal in Oathbreaker, legal in Timeless.
Yeah. Okay. So a majority. Okay. All right. Easy. Stop.
Hi. You want to introduce your kitty? Everybody wants to see the kitty.
Either get here or come down. Come on. Come say hi or leave. Thank you. Okay. This is my cat, Easy. I have two cats named Gigi and Easy, and this is Easy. This is the menace of the two of them. So
couldn't be. Looks too cute to manage.
Yeah, the face. Nadu is fresh in everybody's minds. It is the most hated thing. I had seen countless Twitter threads, countless articles of how this thing is hated. I think I'm gonna be bold with this rating, and I think I'm gonna go really, really close to the fucking top.
Whoa.
Because there's things that I know a little bit about saltiness when it comes to cards. I know that anything with the word orb in the name is very fucked up. Okay? I know that. Okay. I know that. And this, I think, would rival those things. I'm going to go with my favorite number. I'm going to put Nadu at 5.
Your favorite number is 5.
My favorite number is 5. I'm going to put Nadu at the fucking close to the top of the list. Because it's fresh. This card's hated by the masses.
It absolutely is.
Why is it not like this ability triggers only twice a turn? Oh, only like, oh geez, like why the fuck? Okay, I don't understand how it was made. This was exactly almost like what 5 years after the Oko debacle. Same color, same nonsense of words put together. 5. Final answer.
At some point after this card came out, it was pretty early in Modern Horizons. I tuned into one of your streams. And you were playing against somebody who had 2 of these.
It was so fucked up. This card is horrible. Horrible card. I know that there has to be things meaner than this, like orbs. But I know that and what's is it like Blood Moon? People hate Blood Moon.
Yeah.
This is 5.
This is 5.
To 5. It has to be. It has to be at least in the top 10. I'm gonna go 5.
Okay. Yeah. Not this. Man, this is the first one where I've like, oh, that's kind of a softball, maybe, because
I mean,
people hate Nadu, and it's kind of hard to evaluate if you haven't played against it. I think that people didn't pre-hate it, but once they played it, they really hated it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, Voxy. Okay, Nadu is number 3 on the list. So
let's go.
Yep, that is your best score today by far. Only 2 away, but it doesn't.
God, 3.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. That 2 off is not the record for the closest hit. Somebody else got within 1, but nobody's hit it right on the money yet.
Wow. Oh, okay.
So that is still out there. Yeah.
That was a stroke of luck, whoever got that. Whatever. Unless it was Simo, then it was deserved.
If it was Simo, it was deserved. Got it.
It's Simo deserved. But anybody else, luck.
Got it. Anybody else, meaning Rarin specifically. You know, you guys used to be good friends. Now you're just like,
we did.
You know, you're just out for blood.
Anymore.
Really?
He doesn't talk to him.
Yeah. Well, everybody shame him.
But, I mean, I don't know. He's moved on.
Well, everybody shame him. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, boo this man.
Are you ready for number 3?
I feel like I got really lucky with what the hell is that? Oh god, it's old. More old. Impending Disaster, which is gonna be what I rate this card. 1 red, 1 colorless. It's an enchantment. During your upkeep, if there are 7 or more lands in play, sacrifice impending disaster and destroy all lands. Why the fuck would anybody play this? Like, why would anybody do? God, evil.
It's 2 mana, and it's basically Armageddon.
I'm gonna tell you this. It's in the top. I would go as bold to say like top 15. Anything with destroying lands is incredibly fucked up. Like, you just don't do that. That is a cardinal sin. If there are 7 or more lands in play, sacrifice impending disaster and destroy all lands during your upkeep. Why would anybody? What purpose? Listen, you would know what combo or whatever involves this where anybody would ever do that. It's not just. It's all lands. Your lands aren't safe.
No.
Why? Do you just want to spend more time with your friends?
Well, this is how you do it. If you really want to know, do you really want to know how it's done?
I genuinely want to know why the fuck anybody would do this.
All right. You get your impending disaster, probably a foil copy, and you put it in your deck, and you play against your honest, hardworking, working class, on a budget commander players. But you run mostly expensive $100 plus artifact mana in your deck. So when you blow up all of their basic lands that aren't even foil, you can still just continue to stunt on your budgeted friends with your insane whale money. That's what you do. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All that being said, first of all, you're fucked up if you do that. Second of all, this has to be top 15. Like, at least top 20. Like, you don't fuck with lands. Fuck, remind me again, am I allowed to ask what Blood Moon does again? I forget what it does.
You can ask me what Blood Moon does.
What does Blood Moon do?
It's 2 and a red for an enchantment, and it makes all non-basic lands into basic mountains.
Right. Very fun. Okay. Yes. Okay. So that, I mean... God, is that worse than this? This has to be, God, if it's not like top 20, I'm going to be so shocked. There's no fucking way it's not, but I was so off with Smokestack or whatever that card was. So I don't know. I think that this would be like, this is just straight evil, and evil is associated with the number 13. So I'm going to go with 13. For an impending disaster.
It's a very scientific approach you have. Yeah. Okay.
No problem. So my birthday, my favorite number, and now an evil number.
If it works, it works. But does it work?
Well, it didn't work the first time, but it worked the second time, so it's fine. This 13.
So, a few things that I'm going to need you to keep in mind as we do the list. There are actually a lot of cards that destroy lands. A lot of them.
They're all mean.
But they can't all fit in the top 20. A lot that destroy lands? Yeah, there's a lot of land-destroying cards that exist in Magic's history. Remember, this is all the cards legal in Commander.
Oh, right, yeah. In my mind, I'm so used to just like one card that will like destroy a land. It's like for 6 mana because that's all that Limited really has.
Yeah, in the early days of Magic, there were cards like this in every set. There are so many old cards like this you may have never seen that destroy lands, but they just don't make them anymore. I think with impending disaster, what's interesting about it is it's during your upkeep. So there's a whole round of the table that people see it coming. And during that round, they can play out what they want to play out. They can hold back lands. They can blow up impending disaster so it doesn't happen. Or, as you know in Commander, you can switch the table to player removal mode, right? If you put this out on the wrong board,
I didn't think about that.
Everybody just kills you. And then it doesn't happen.
Just become public enemy number. Oh, right. Or they just kill the enchantment.
Yeah. So.
I didn't think about it. I was just like, I didn't even think about the fucking politics of it all. Fuck.
Yes, we're going.
Can I read my
No,
answer?
no. See, we need you to analyze cards on our card analysis show. So
fine.
You're gonna have to live with this one.
Would have been after. I'll keep 13, but can I tell you what I want to change it to now?
Sure.
32.
You think you would have been 32? Oh, that would have been so good. This is number 40, you see. Number 40. There's some kind of a filter on Discord, or you're muting yourself because you like your mic cuts off when you start like yelling what I can tell are very bad words.
I'm sorry.
I think it's like you're blowing up your mic or something.
I am. I'm peeking the mic. Okay. Damn it! Oh, that's so bad. What's my score right now?
Oh, you want a running score? Oh my gosh, that's
what was Raven's score?
I'll tell you at the end. I'll tell you at the end.
All right, fine.
You have a 78 going right now. A 78.
That's so bad. Because I know it's bad because golf, you want it to be really low.
So, I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to roll with it and see where you end up. But you're not out of it. That's for sure. You're not out of it. Let's just say there have been some interesting guesses on the show.
Okay.
All right. Let's get you another one. We're going to bounce back. Remember, like, you want to look at the card and try to solve the situation from a commander point of view.
Okay.
Like,
all right. I'm redoing my thought process. Okay, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
I was just kidding before, except for Nadu, because I did really good on that one. I wasn't kidding there.
It's totally real. Okay. Oh my goodness. I got a blue card for you.
Time stretch. Oh my god. 10 mana. Sorcery. Target player takes 2 extra turns after this one. I've never seen this in my life, but that's so fucked up. Okay. I'm in a commander game with you.
Hi.
You are playing blue, obviously.
Yes.
Something that you're doing is letting you play time stretch probably for much, much quicker than turn 10. You have mana, you have something, you have a way to cheat it out, you've got something really fucked up going on in whatever it is that you're doing that lets you do this. And then you get to 2 extra turns, and then I don't think that I would get a turn after that. Or you would like wipe my board, or you would do something that just completely shuts me down, and I would be sad. And I would hate that. And people don't want other people to take turns, let alone 2 extra turns. So that just seems even more fucked up than a basic one. It is 10 mana, but there has to be a way to do this quicker. Excuse me. There has to be a way to do this quicker.
It's Magic. Do we ever pay 10 mana for something?
No. I know that there's some sort of way to do it. Like there has to be. And like 2 extra turns, like that's 2 turns extra too many. So I would feel like it would be. Would it be worse? Because apparently fucking Smokestack and Impending Doom or whatever were like 40s.
Yep.
Would this be sacrificing permits and sacrificing lands? Is that worse than somebody else taking 2 extra turns?
Oh
my god.
Have you ever been in a commander game where somebody took 2 extra turns in a row and nobody else got any?
I think people very highly overestimate how often I play commander.
Like, or you play with nice people, maybe, and me.
The nice people being like Prof and like you and like Josh and Jimmy. Like it's for like silly fun time. Like I've seen some fucked up things though. I saw some pretty crazy Blink deck at SCG-Con Atlanta, and that was pretty cool. So I mean, I know people can do some wild stuff. So have you ever done this? Have you taken 2 extra? You said you love this card.
I have played this card. Yes. Yep. So when I played this card, I was using a Doctor Who deck, and I like got it off suspend with the 10th Doctor. It was delightful.
I just want you to know, I am completely analyzing the way that you just said that, the cadence of your voice. You said, I have played this card. Yeah. So that tells me that that's probably a really fucking fucked up thing you did, especially if you got it off suspend.
It was it was flavorful. It's Doctor Who. It's a Time Lord. It's a time deck. It's got suspend. It does time travel as a mechanic. It's all about time. Of course, I'm playing time stretch and time warp and any other time walkie effects. It was flavor. Flavor is the reason.
Doctor Who. I just know that there's the big blue box that people go in. That's what I know about Doctor Who. Okay. So this still tells me that you're defending it very hard as well. So
you know what? No, I don't need to defend time stretch. It speaks for itself. 2 extra turns for you, none for everybody else.
Listen, see, that's some fucked up way of thinking. Okay, the land destruction and Smokestack are in like the 40s. This has to be close-ish to around it. I would go. Is that worse than? Would a random person rather have somebody take more turns or have their lands blown up. I feel like they would rather have the person take more turns. Nobody likes their lands being blown up. Nobody likes that. But they also hate to see other people having fun and they can't play. So, I mean, that's another thing to think about. I think I would put this at, dude, my body wants to,
Voxy is not a number.
Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this without cussing for now, just to see if I can do it. Okay. I'm not gonna try very hard, but I'm gonna try hard. So I feel, everything in my body wants to put this at 28, but my vibes were way off with because I don't know them. I know Nadu, and that's why I got this one. I don't know this one. You're probably doing something really screwy on your tutor. You know what? 28.
Is that like a favorite number of yours as well? Is there a story around 28?
What my body is telling me, and I shouldn't listen to my body. but oh God, I feel like that has to be worse for a cat. No, I take it back. Stop. No, I changed my mind.
Is that legal? I'm the judge here.
No, wait, yeah, you are the curator of the show.
Oh, okay, I didn't reveal anything, I don't think. All right, this one time, but don't you slow roll. Don't you mess with me on the numbers, all right?
Okay. I'm not gonna go too crazy off of it. I'm gonna do a little closer to I would go like what did I say? 20? I would go 37.
Is that what your body is telling you?
Mm-hmm.
Is 37 a number for some reason? Is there something I should know about that number? Okay.
Because I feel like it has to be close at least to the land stuff, because people probably hate that too. I don't know.
You have it a little worse. That's interesting.
I would just sit around and yap. I don't care.
Okay.
Should I have kept my previous answer? Am I way off? Tell me.
It was a good adjustment. Adjustment. The actual number is 49, and you were only 12 away with your adjustment to 37. So it actually worked out in your favor.
I talk myself in and out of things. Thank you. I talk myself in and out of things all the time.
Whichever part of your body talked you into that was doing the right thing. But
it was my armpit.
Your armpit did it? Okay, there you go. Excellent. Oh my goodness.
I have a good generalized basis of things now.
Yeah? You got it all figured out? You've been playing Battleship, right? And you've got some hits and you got some misses and you know where the next cruiser is. Yeah, you probably know what Battleship is. What the hell am I doing? That was an 80s kid game.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that one.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you. Anyway,
I don't know what's close to the hundreds. If these are kind of middle of the road, what even is worthy enough to be on the salt list?
It's a good question.
But, isn't in the okay. All right, I'm ready for my next one.
Simo had this one as well. Let's see if you can do better than Simo.
Oh my God, we can get the same ones.
Yep.
Urza, Lord High Artificer. 2 blue, 2 colorless. It's a 1/4. When Urza enters a battlefield, create a 0/0 artifact construct creature with this gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Tap an untapped artifact you control, add a blue. 5, shuffle your library, then exile the top card. Until the end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana cost. Okay. All right, so Urza, Lord High Artificer. 4 mana, 1/4. When it enters, you get a thing that gets +1 for each artifact you control. Your artifact's now tapped for blue. And then 5, shuffle your library, exile top card to the end of your turn. That last part is really screwy.
Yeah.
For 5 mana, shuffle your library, exile the top card until the end of turn. You may play the card without paying its mana cost.
Could be a time stretch.
I kind of like this. Is actually kind of silly. I've never seen this card. It's got to be newer. At least, within the last probably 15 years, I would say.
Newer within 15 years is such a magic thing to say. This is from Modern Horizons 1.
That was 2000.
Let me see. I'm pulling up the.
Yes, I did the pre-release. Was that where Soul Hoarder was? Modern Horizons 1, or was that 2?
I don't know. I did do the Modern Horizons pre-release. This is 2019.
Right. I did the pre-releases.
It's 2019. 2019.
Okay, all right. Okay, so okay. All right, so enters, you get an artifact, gets plussed up, add a blue, 5, shuffle your library, exile card. You may play the card without paying its mana cost. fun card. I think that this is like not like fair, but like it's definitely not like egregious, right? You would think. I mean, it does make your artifacts tap for blue. I don't know what you blue people do.
What we do?
I don't know what it is you value and where you're like, yeah, this is the fucking nut, or like this is it, right? Like I have no idea if you see this card, you're like, oh my god, I'm brewing something immediately, or I'm like this seems like I would definitely kill it.
Because you just murder Urza on the spot every time, no problem.
You would absolutely take this card out.
Okay.
But like, there's no way this is worse than taking extra turns or land destruction. But if this is a list made by casual people, it's 2024 list. People have seen this card probably more because it is from 2019. Like maybe it would be higher up on the list because of that. But like, is it that big of a deal? Like, what are people doing with this? I mean, playing cards for free, yes, very fucked up. 1/4. Maybe I'm overestimating the amount of removal commander players play in their goddamn decks, because I'm over here like when I built decks on stream, sometimes I'm like putting in like basic like just 2-mana removal, like get rid of that, like you can do something better. I'm like, no, I want like some spot removal in here if I can have it, and I'm looked at like I'm insane. So I don't know, this makes this very hard. I think like this is gonna be the determining factor of like how the rest of this game is gonna fucking go.
Yeah,
I would put this at like 56. I would still think like middle of the road, but like definitely not worse than land destruction and taking extra turns. But it's newer, so I feel like it would be kind of more middle of the pack, I would say. So I would feel like 56 for this.
Final answer? You're not gonna back out on this one?
No, I'm gonna stick with my word.
Lock it in?
Lock it in.
Where did 56 come from?
56 came from the fact that these old as fuck cards that like kill lands and like take extra turns, like they're in like the 40s.
So it came from analysis. It's not coming from your armpit or your gut, or you're not going to blame your kneecap. It's not my
pinky.
It's not
my left ear.
It's not your PO box number 56. It's not like a favorite of some kind.
No, my PO box is 1235, so no, it's not coming from there.
Okay,
this is coming straight from my analytical brain.
My God.
56.
If you use that analytical brain more often, who knows where you would end up. Urza Lord High Artificer is exactly 56. The mic can't handle it. They're yelling, but we don't know what she's saying.
I'm sorry. Let me say it in a more calm voice so my mic doesn't peak. You, Rarin.
How did you do that? That's insane. Nobody's gotten one right on. That's the first time. And it's Urza. It's blue Urza. It's blue Urza.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm sweating. Dude, that was a fucking 1 in 100 shot. That is insane.
Nailed it. I
fucking yes. Oh my god. I'm so ready for anything else. Nothing else that happens now is going to affect me, even if they're all off. That's the best thing I'll ever do in my whole life.
The words you were saying, I thought you were going to be way off, because
really?
Yeah, you're like, this isn't so bad. It doesn't do much. This card is considered one of the most toxic commanders in the game.
Really? Is it actually?
Yeah, so a few things you should know. Remember how you know that things that have orb in the title are evil? So orbs are templated the way that old Magic cards were, which is mono artifact was the phrase. So if it's tapped, it doesn't have an effect. If it's untapped, it does have an effect. Okay. So and this is you can look up on edhrec, nearly every Urza Lord High Artificer deck runs Winter Orb, right? The one
That's a fucked up one, I know.
Yeah. But with Urza,
I forget what it does, though.
With Urza, on your opponent's turn, at the end of their turn, you can tap the Winter Orb for mana, and then you get to untap all your lands, and they only untap one.
Oh,
yeah, that's one of the things.
Without knowing the combo, I cannot believe I fucking nailed that. So that's the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah, the Urza decks also have a tendency to go infinite, make infinite mana with artifact combos, and when they do that, they use the ability and they play their whole deck and win the game. So, like, people hate Urza.
I know people hate Urza.
I don't play Urza. I'm a blue mage. They tell me to play Urza, and I'm like, no, I like my friends. I don't play Urza. Yes. And you know,
he played with me.
you know who loves Urza? Simo. He saw this. He saw this card, and I swear you saw the little anime waifu heart eyes popping out of his head. He thinks this is the best card in the history of the game.
Wait, can I know that?
Oh, God.
Am I allowed to know?
You're putting me on the spot. I don't have it right in front of me. I don't have the number. Okay. I don't have the number right in front of me.
He definitely didn't get it exactly right?
I think he was within like 15, I think. It was definitely close-ish, but nobody's gotten one exactly right. Jesus Christ. And it was Urza. And were
you making a face when I was guessing 56?
Like, I was trying to keep it together in case you start looking at Discord.
I'm not looking at you just to I'm only looking at myself just to not judge any on the facial bit that you're doing. But I can't wait to see what your face was like when I guessed it.
You can, because I've done this enough now. I know how to throw people off if I want to.
You are pretty good at it. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. I think.
It hurts being lied to by my friends, but it's for the sake of content.
Well, now we've played whatever that 3D Among Us was, so I'm just used to having you lie to me, manipulate me. You know what? We don't need to talk about it. Analyze this next card.
Okay, I'm ready. Turgid, God of fright. 2 black, 3 colorless. This bitch is a 4/5. It's menace. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you put the card from graveyard on a battlefield under control. Notably, Turgid has a backside. Turgid is also an artifact, and you can tap it and make an opponent discard a card.
Yo, would you like to see the backside?
Let me. I would love to see the backside. But
things that we should not say on the internet together.
Let me see Turgid's backside. Let me try to remember what it does without looking. It is an artifact. You can tap it. An opponent discards a card. You could pay 3 or 4 mana, untap it, and then do it again. Let me look. Turgid player loses 3. Oh, fuck. Okay, so they lose 3 life unless they sacrifice one life or discard a card. Untap Turgid's Lantern. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. There's no way this thing is not top 15. This card, this is like getting fed Nadu again. I know that this card is fucked up. People hate this card, and rightfully so. This card is incredibly screwy. This card's a limited bomb. Same with Nadu. Like it's just disgusting and egregious.
Yeah, you seem very familiar with Terragrid.
I know this woman. I know this woman firsthand, okay? And she is indeed the god of fright because she instills fright into people because of how screwed up she is. This one has to be really, really up there. I don't know if it's top 10 though. Fuck, would it be okay? If not, it was 3.
Have you ever played against this in Commander? Has anybody ever sat down at like a MagicCon and wanted to play Terragrid with you?
Is it Turgid?
I don't know.
What did I say? Turgid,
whatever. Terragrid.
Probably, yeah. So like, there's got to be a way that people just like, there has to be some sort of combo that just makes you lose life or sack everything. There has to be like some sort of combination that kills you in a turn with this card. Let me read the front side again. I always play the back side. Whenever an opponent sacrifices and took a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard. Yeah, and you take their stuff. Oh my god! See, like in limited, we don't really do the front. I mean, you can, but you don't really do the front part because you don't really have a way to make somebody sacrifice something in limited. So you just make them lose their cards. So you always play the back side of the lantern. So I'm not used to seeing the front side. But yeah, I can imagine. Oh, it's probably the front side's probably played actually, and Commander, not the back side, or maybe and you make them sacrifice the things. This, you know what?
You have feelings?
I'm gonna be bold with it. I hit Urza nail on the head. I'm feeling confident and I'm feeling cocky. I'm gonna do a bold guess for this one. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
Because she's a 4/5, so that would be close. If Nadu is 3, and I know people fucking hate this card, I would go with 9.
9.
9.
9.
9. I would say definitely. I would definitely say top. I'm gonna go top 10. I think that she's 9.
Okay, lock it in.
Lock it in. Oh,
Shit, Voxy, damn, 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
How cool.
I mean, it's you did a lot worse than the last one.
Shit.
Like a lot worse, because the last one you got right on, and this one, well, Tarot Card's number 8, so you're much more off than last time. Although only one. Kind of insane.
I didn't hear any of that, did you?
No, your mic gets destroyed every time. You have the opposite of what most streamers have in their filters. We have streamers that like smooth out our voice and noise gate, right? Yours is like when I go too high, it filters me out. You must have like things to like boost that in for your stream.
I don't know why it does that. I'll put it right up here. For those watching at home, I just screeched vehemently into the microphone. That's what that was. So
I'm sure that they're okay with not getting the full experience. Maybe.
Yes.
1.
You're welcome.
Your last 3 have been 12, 0, and 1.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. See, this was, I feel like, another softball though. But
you have
I'm
been
not
hitting
diminish my sick guessing skills and analytical brain either.
Yes,
but also it was a softball.
I mean, you've been getting you've gotten some of the stars. I would say. I would agree with that. Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yes.
Let's see what the next one is.
This is where it all goes downhill for me.
Yeah.
I've had it too good for too long, and this is where everything dies.
This card. Fans of my channel know this card.
Okay.
We haven't had him on the show in a long time. It's nice to bring back a very, I won't say friend to the show, but a familiar face to many of us here. Here you go.
Oh my, your guy. You told me this story. You hate him.
He's my nemesis.
He's the bane of your existence. You hate him so much.
That is correct. He was a villain on the channel. Made many guest appearances. We had a good year of content from Jin Gitaxis and the Pragmatic Bridge. It was a good time.
So if this was like your salt list, I would put him at number 1. But since it's not, that's not my answer. So Jin Gitaxis, Progress Tyrant. Jin is 2 blue, 5 colors. He's a 5/5. Whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. This ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, counter that spell. This triggers only once each turn. This card is also a newer card. It is from Kamigawa, which was 3 years ago at this point.
Weird,
horrifying.
Huh? Yeah.
Due to the passage of time, there has to be something where I'm obsessed with it because I can't stop talking about it. But so, time for me to be analytical brain again. This is a newer card, okay? You hate it, which means it also, I know that you have a personal vendetta with it, but that must mean other people also hate it. It's a newer card. It does some fucked up shit. Like, you get to do new copies for whatever it is you cast, and you counter the first fucking. That means that somebody has to do anything. They literally, if they have something they want to do in their hand, they're going to neither have something they want to do less or draw something they want to do less, have enough mana to pay for the thing they want to do less, and then they'll be free to do their second thing because Jin Gitaxias says no. That's what he says. So that tells me this card also. I don't hear a lot about him though. So like I still think that he's up there. And I know that he's newer, so he still has to be fucked up. I don't think he's in the top 10. I don't think so. There's no way that he's in the top 10. But I think that he's close. I think that he's probably pretty up there because he's newer and because he'll counter things and like he has to be kind of I would go with, listen, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22 for Jin Gitaxias Progress Tyrant.
Yeah, Taylor Swift appreciates you right now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So Jin Gitaxias Progress Tyrant, 22. Tay-Tay, as Tay-Tay would say, you're not going to change it? Lock it in?
You know what's crazy is I already want to change it, but I'm not going to. So yes, I lock it in because I just remembered Urza is also newish and he's like in the 50s. So maybe this is a little high. But yeah, sure, we'll go 22. I've nailed the last three, so I get a little wiggle room. We'll go 22.
That's always the downside is you start slacking, Voxy. You start slacking.
He's like 69, isn't he?
That would be awesome. He's 55. He is 55.
The second I said it, I remembered Urza. I was like, Urza's also new, and he was like in the 50s. So yes, I deserve the loss on that one.
Yeah, you were cooking, and then you just picked up 33 points.
Really was. I literally remembered it too right afterwards. So, but I'm not going to change my answer again. So that's
I will say this. It would be quite the choke if you were to fumble the bag at this point, and you've got 3 to go, 2 to go. Wait, 8, 9, 10, 3 to go. You've got 3 to go, so no pressure, but don't blow it. It would be really embarrassing on the internet.
I'm trying. Give me the number 1 because I feel like I know what it is.
Have you not had enough top 10? Oh my gosh, no. That is not what you just pulled. Is the number 1? You pulled a different number. I'll give that away. I just gave you a huge hint. It's not number 1.
Okay, what is it?
Let's find out. I'm getting the right art. I want to get a very nice art.
Right art. Okay.
I'm a person who likes to have the right art. All right.
Okay. Interesting.
I haven't seen this card in a long time. This is fun.
Flash fires. 1 red, 3 colors. All planes in play are destroyed?
Yeah. White players, get out. We're done with you.
Get out.
Can you imagine somebody playing this in Commander where it's like,
no.
What the heck, dude? Why do you have that card in there just to mess up me?
I'd be like, why do you have this? Like, what white creature hurt you?
Who does this?
Where you don't want to have any white players have fun.
Yeah, so I know that there's that vibe with blue players. I never met somebody who's just like, white players, man.
I know.
Oh
Blue players are hated, deservedly so. But
hey,
I mean, hey,
we're friends.
Not in the sake of the game. This is purely animosity.
Great. All right, great.
There's no. Who gives? What the hell? Who's doing this? I mean, obviously, people who play a lot of white cards have rated this very highly. Someone has had a horrible experience with flash fires. It's just got rid of all their planes.
This is one of the ultimate, like, your play group, like, cards.
Yes.
Like, this is the thing where they've lost one too many times to, like, somebody's mono white thing, Adeline. I don't know, whatever a good mono white commander is, right? And they're just like, you know what? Just this week only. This person's going down.
Yep. That's exactly what this is. Mike pissed me off last week, and so now I'm gonna bring in flash fires to completely fuck up his Adeline deck. Like, that's exactly what this is. It's like that's so niche though. There's no way this thing is. Listen, I know where the middle is at this point. Okay, I know the middle area. This is not near the middle. This has to be in the back. Like, I would go. Listen, I need to stop going with my vibes because my armpit's been wrong, but my analytical brain is not. So, actually, it was for Jin Gitaxias, but that's neither here nor there. So, This, I feel like Flash Fires has to be in like the 70s or 80s because Urza, Jin, Land Destruction, Taking Extra Turns is all in the 50s to 40s-ish area. So like this has to be back there. There's no shot this thing is close to those things. I would go with like, I guess really high for Smoke Show is way off. I would go like 72 for Flash Fires. Like this is so niche. Like I would still put it like relatively close to the middle because like this is still direct land hate, but it's only towards one color. So it can't be in the middle. It has to be like kind of in the mid backish. So I would go 72 for this.
You sure? Lock it in?
No, but yeah, I'm locking it in.
You don't seem confident.
No, I don't.
Where did the
my favorite
confidence
number
go?
One of my other favorite numbers is 86. So I wanted to pick that one too. But no, I'm gonna go with 72.
But not 86? Interesting.
If you fucking tell me that it's 86, I'm leaving immediately.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know if we can even release this video after that because they're gonna think it's rigged.
You're lying.
72. 72 is the number. Are you standing on your chair? What is going on right now? She's just yelling into the mic. Oh my gosh. What the hell? It can't pick up a word. The mic gave up. The mic surrendered.
Am I still here? Okay, it's still picking up.
It's still barely. It hasn't picked up a sound other than that. Oh my god.
Yes. Oh my fucking god.
Wow. Holy Jesus, Voxy.
I'm not kidding. I'm sweating. I'm sweating from this. That's why I wore black because I knew I would sweat anyways. But are you fucking kidding?
You did this? You did this. I'm serious. If I release this, people might be like, "What the hell? Like, what is going on?"
I don't even know where to find this list. This is straight from my brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This straight brain.
You've had a 2, a 0, a 1, and a 1. Like that is.
You know what?
That is wild. That I never thought this would happen.
I just want to say this. First of all, thank God this happened. Second of all, like I would hope I would have done at least some. I assume I'm doing better than they did. I would hope I would have a better general understanding.
There's still time.
Imagine if I didn't. You're right. There's still time.
We got 2 more.
Oh,
try not to be off by like 99 or something. That would be embarrassing.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. I can't believe. Oh my god. Oh, this is the best day ever. I can't wait. I can't tell anybody because I was gonna stream after this. I can't tell anybody. Damn it. Okay. But I'll know. I'll know. Okay.
Oh my god. Yep.
That's so good. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have Simo and Raren fans be so mad.
I can't believe I did it twice. Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna give you crap about it, but no, we're not redoing it. That's BS. You came to win. You deserve it.
I did get 2 softballs to be fair.
I don't know how the hell you got that close on fucking Flash Fires. Like
directly on it. I don't know. It just didn't. I just take a guess.
The moral of the story is just don't listen to your armpit. It's the only thing that can throw you off.
It's in my brain.
It's the only thing that can stop you.
That's so crazy.
Okay. At this point, just don't fumble the ball. Don't fumble the ball. Don't mess it up.
Got it, coach.
You have to really make sure you fully understand why a card makes people angry. Okay.
I'm ready.
Here you go.
I'm ready. Who the hell is that? Narset Enlightened Master. This is from Concept Tarkir. This is Jeskai 3. That is white, red, blue for those at home who don't play Magic. It is 3/2. First strike hexproof. Whenever she attacks, exile the top 4 cards of your library. Until end of turn, you may cast non-creature cards exile without paying their mana costs. 6 mana, 3/2, first strike and hexproof is pretty fucked up. That's a word. That's a term you don't see a lot these days. Hexproof. We've really moved away from it, thank God, and moved into more of the ward territory. So, I already have that in my brain. Whenever it attacks, exile top 4 till the end of turn. You may cast non-creatures exiled it without paying their mana cost. That would make sense because this is Jeskai, so you're going to be playing a lot of non-creature cards. So probably things that like maybe bounce her, save her, you swing with her, you bounce her back. That way you can at least do that and get to play the other stuff for free. This card is 10 years old. And I guess 11 at this point because Cons came out in 2014, and that is when I first started playing Magic.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. That is the year I started playing Magic. Although I will say I didn't take Magic seriously until I started like streaming it, which was about like 6 years ago. So
wow, you take Magic seriously? When I got double mythic, yo.
I got out. That hurt a little bit. So
no, I'm just messing. I've never been double mythic. I can't talk.
Yeah, are you gonna do limited mythic or what?
No, I'd rather die.
No?
Nope, totally not doing that. Nope, not gonna do
I
it.
can help you if you want to.
Oh, you carry me to double mythic.
So you're right. I didn't. When I say take Magic seriously, let me reiterate. I mean like really like pay attention.
Okay.
Like kind of give a shit, I should say.
Okay.
Like that. Like, and so I'm trying to think. I'm trying to put my mind back then, and like Hexproof is very fucked up. First Strike is also very fucked up. This is expensive, but look what you get out of it, right?
Dude, so 6 mana, 3/2 first strike hexproof would probably just pwn in limited, right? And you just mill yourself 4 every time it attacks.
I mean, I was gonna for 6 mana is kind of a lot, but like you get some free spells with that. It's definitely a pack 1 pick one where you're gonna have to build around it. You just can't pick it up like pack 3 and put it in, right? Like it's definitely pack 1 pick one, and I would want to see that. But it might be a little harder than you'd think, but definitely worth trying and doing. Exile the top 4 of your library to make cast on creatures without paying their mana cost. So you probably have bounces, you probably have burns, you probably have removal and white and things like that. Urza and Jin were like in the 50s. This card is older though, and it's still probably I've never seen it, by the way.
Never seen it.
No, never seen it. But I do know the set symbol.
And do you think that the free cards, if this is a commander or a card in your deck, you think the free cards you're trying to fit are some bouncies and removals?
Bouncies, removals, and burn, right? I mean, like...
What else is there? Sure.
Oh my god, taking extra turns is blue, and then, yeah, just like... Prison? Putting things in baby jail! Ooh. Wait, you're trying to throw me off. Be quiet! Be quiet. I'm being analytical here. Stop it.
Okay.
So like, listen. Okay. Like that's probably what you're doing. Like
that's
you're
fine.
probably playing removal and extra turns and like spells that hurt other things and like mess up your opponent's board and like you get it for free. She has hexproof, so it takes a lot to like try to get rid of her. You have to do sacrifice or something. I think I would put her at like 45. I'm trying to think. That's not the final answer. I'm talking out loud. I would think if Jin and Urza are there and like she does this stuff too, I feel like I already forgot what the land destructions were. I think they were also like 40 something. I can't remember if they were the exact number or something. But you know what? No. I take it back a little bit. I would go with 51.
Final answer.
Yes. What did I say before? 42? Yeah, 51. We'll lock in 51.
Lock in 51.
I think that she's got to be close to, or I mean, the hexproof is really fucked up, but she is just a 3/2, and like as time has gone on, like you can block that pretty easily, or like there's going to be something for it. But I would say 51.
Narset Enlightened Master is the card I use to cast Time Stretch in a game of Commander as well. I've done actually in Brawl is where I cast Time Stretch because that just showed up on Magic Arena recently.
Oh, you can play this in. Oh, I guess they have all the stuff in Brawl. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Enlightened Master's been sneaking around Arena. I'm trying to remember when it was first introduced, but this card is like, yeah, extra combats and extra turns are genuinely what you're flipping into, or omniscience. And that's basically in casual, Narset is seen as like, if this attacks, you could just lose the game. Like that's how how annoying and like how much they fear Narset and Licensed Master. I played this on my show once as well and flipped over some rather nutty cards like Alrund's Epiphany and such.
I know that one. Yeah, and I forget Omniscience. I hate Omniscience as well.
But it's not that far from 51. It's 63. So you are only 12 points off on Narset Enlightened Master. So your analytical brain is doing its work.
I'll take it. It's
good job. Good job. And as secure as you feel, you do still have to try on this one. It's not, you could still mess this up. This is your,
oh no.
Yep, this is your last one.
Oh no, it's my last one.
Yep, this is the last one. And yep, you could still mess this one up. So dial in, okay?
Do you already know what it is?
I just pulled up the card. I'm about to send it to you.
Yep, I'm ready.
Oh my goodness.
I'm locked in. I'm so fucking locked in right now.
All right, brace yourself.
Okay, I'm braced. Oh my god, guys, cool. Fun fact, these cards are like $800, by the way. They may even be more. My friend a long time ago found a playset of these in like his old binder. He's like, I wonder how much these are now. And this was back when they were $300. So now these are like $800 a piece. Gaia's Cradle. Gaia's Cradle has to be close to the top. Gaia's Cradle is a legendary land. Tap it. Add a forest to your mana pool for each creature you control. This thing, you have a bazillion creatures out. You tap it, you got a bunch of mana. Like, that's why you play Gaia's Cradle, is because you want to cast your big shit, and you have a bunch of little idiots to help you do it, plus a $900 card. But that's neither here nor there. So this has to be like 12 or 15. What did I guess 15 for something, but I forget what it was. Did I, or was I thinking in my head?
You have not guessed, and we have not revealed 15.
Okay.
You have guessed 13, but it has not been revealed.
Oh, that's what it was, because I did the hunting number. This has to be top 20. Everybody knows Gaia's Cradle. And I just played against it at SCG Con Atlanta. Granted, the person didn't have their big spells, but they had the ability to tap, I think, for like 40 something. It was kind of insane. And so, like, I know that you can just dump out your whole hand with it. Like, this card is screwy. I would guess this card would be definitely in like the top 20. I would be shocked if it wasn't. But I've been wrong one other time in my life, so you know what? Maybe this is the second time I've ever wrong. I would guess this card's like 18. Or something. Like, it's gotta be top 20. Like, there's no way it's not. And because you can cast so many things with it, and like that's what this thing is meant to do, like there's no I'm gonna lock in 18 for this card.
18.
What
do you think would make people so salty about it? Because it's just mana if you have creatures. Isn't that the point of the format?
Because you get to do all of your stuff with it. Like, for each creature you control, there's got to be a way to dump out, like, I mean, think of Skewed Swarm and that stupid little bug. And then, like, he makes his babies, and then his babies turn into mana, and then somebody's casting, like, a bunch of idiots, and they're playing Crater Hoof Behemoth for so cheap, and then all of their little dorks are huge, and then you're getting mowed over. Yeah, that's exactly what is happening with this. Yes, I know, because I've lived it.
I know that if this comes out on any show I'm on, the comments are 100% just about how much money it costs. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's the first thing I said, right?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like $900. So,
oh yeah. The money side is hard to get away from with Gaia's Cradle, unfortunately. And for those of us who have some OG cradles in our life,
good for you.
It's like dangerous to take them out. Everybody gets angry.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Like it's the card that you proxy, but you like prove that you have the cradle because you don't want to play with it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to hurt it, right?
Yeah.
So.
That said, they don't get as angry as you think.
No way.
That's right. Yeah. Gaia's Cradle's ranking on the Salt list for 2024 is 45. 45.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, there's things they hate more, like land destruction, I guess, and tear grid. But yeah, Gaia's Cradle, I do believe was up there in the past and has been getting less salty, and maybe it is just maybe it is an exposure thing. Maybe it's proxies. Maybe more people are proxying it. Or maybe it is just like, well, at least they're playing creatures and not playing stacks and artifact combos and other degenerate things and extra turns. As long as they're playing creatures, maybe some people don't mind Gaia's Cradle. Gina, my wife, loves Gaia's Cradle. She loves Gaia's Cradle. She's like, ooh, I drew this land, so I get the mana for all my creatures, so I make more creatures. It's her favorite thing in the world. And then she crater hoofs, and she's the happiest camper in Magic the Gathering.
Crater hoof and everything.
Exactly.
You know what? I will say real quick that your explanation, your description, everything you just said, I have never felt older in my life because I think that I went off of back in my day, people would be very frightened by this card, and I guess it's just not as bad as I think now. But this card was the boogeyman.
Yeah. If Tolarian Academy, the blue one that taps for blue for every artifact, was still legal, that would be the boogeyman. But yeah, Cradle is seen as one of the biggest money bag lands. It's pretty nasty.
On the end.
You picked up 27 points on that one, which is not that bad in the grand scheme of things.
My first one was 45 or
your first one was 49. You never had one that was quite that bad again. Actually, not close. Your next worst one was 33, and then you had 227s. So you certainly reined it in. Your total score is 164. That is your total score in round one. Are you ready to find out what Raren's up till now was the best score in the game? Are you ready to find out what it was?
You know what? Had I not nailed 2 on the money, I would be a lot more nervous right now, but I have to have beat him. There's no shot I didn't, right?
For sure. Do you think you beat him?
No, I'm not, but please tell me.
Raren's score was 228. You are the current leader.
Is better?
Yep, the lower is better. You are the current leader by a lot. Oh my god. Might be too much for you two.
Yeah. You can cut that. I can redo that if you want. Sorry, that was just my initial reaction.
We're good. If I get kicked off YouTube, I'll do it doing what I love.
Me too. Yay! Oh my god! Wait, how much of a difference is that in score? I remember what you said. He was 2 something. I was 164.
Yep, 228. So 164 leaves you a difference of 64 points.
That's still really close.
It's you could have lost it on the last one.
I could have. I really could have. That could have been way worse.
Yeah, it could have happened if you had gone way too high, way too low. It'd be a lot different.
And if I wasn't a fucking gamer, but I am. So
I mean, sorry. I never expected anybody to both get one right on unless it was the number 1 card or something like that. I never expected that. And I also never expected somebody to get within 1 point multiple times. I think it really helps that you hit some top 10 cards.
Yes.
Some cards that are very famous, but you did play the game well when you stopped listening to your armpit. It was good work.
So you tried really hard.
We're going to see if it holds up when I get a few more Magic players to come play the game with me. But for right now...
Oh, no!
For right now, you're the leader in season 1. Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you. I couldn't have done it without my hatred to Raren, so thank you so much.